Well, good evening and welcome back to the workshop. It's as you can see out the window, it's nighttime. It's like 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning or something. It's my day off, my night off. Trying to get used to the new schedule. I don't want to stay up until 8 in the morning like I normally do, but it's a bit early to go to bed too. So let's try and get some stuff fixed up. I mentioned in the last video that my hot tub carb machine had become just a regular carb machine, and it's time to fix that. And actually it's been down for a while, but at first I ordered this heating pad from AliExpress, and it's 20 watts. I did the math wrong. They sent me, what I ordered, but they don't tell you on there like this one is this many watts. You kind of have to do the math yourself, and they said peak 3 watts per centimeter, but actually its functional output is 0.4 watts per square centimeter. So 20 watts, how long is that going to take to heat that up? Will it heat that up? It's not going to do the trick. So from Amazon, I got this one, and it doesn't, I think, say on here, but it's 120 watts. So that should do a lot better, I hope. And I didn't think about the fact that this is not self-adhesive and it has an awful lot of wires, so I'm not too sure what to do about that. Thought it should only have 2 like the other one. So maybe we'll just try some things and see what works. Huh.
Broken roads, desert dust bowl sun, where the bill man will call you almost every week. Which bills to pay today, what's left in the fridge to eat. Where stars frame the night, on out a train, just close enough to give hope, but too far to reach.
Wish I could just get a parts manual for this thing. Just, order the part, but they probably don't really want me to fix this. They want me to buy a new one. First, I gotta dump out this water. All right. I expected this to be a lot more straightforward. I should know better than that by now. I only put a few of the screws back in here last time because, just didn't need to put them all in. I'm not too sure how I'm going to attach such a large. Let's remove this board entirely here. I did some testing before, and I know that the heating element is getting power. It's very small. And very firmly attached. Ah, there we go. Not that firmly. That's it. That's 100 watts. Allegedly. Ultrasonic power, 120 watts. Heating power, 100 watts. I guess this is a 100-watt heater. And they've used these little white crimping connectors, and I don't have those, so I'm just going to crimp onto these wires, I think. I know there's power out of these because I tested that already, so I guess no time like the present. I'm betting that these smaller wires are for a built-in temp sensor. Only one way to find out. Wonder which one's positive, which one's negative, or does it even matter? This is such a fine wire. My goodness. I don't even think I can. It's too fine. Can't even strip it. Okay. Yeah, I can strip the wires from the LEDs at least. The indicators. And that one, no problem. Actually, at the moment, I don't care if indicators work or not. I don't know. There's some resistance there. And there's some resistance there. I don't know. Don't try this at home, kids. If these are for a temp sensor, there's one built into the unit already, so I don't know. Just going to twist the wires together for now. Unfortunately, I've tied up the power cable over there, so we're gonna have to move the whole unit over here. Okay, power's on. There's instantly heat there. So, whew. So that's a good sign. That's good. So now we got to install that, and I think just enough room to tuck it in there. And for that, I'm just going to use some automotive silicone because I know it'll hold up to the temperature, and then also some HVAC foil tape that I have left over from the kitchen stuff. So once I get that all in there, which is probably going to be kind of interesting, then we'll be back. All right, well, that's our install, I guess. It's a little large, so it kind of wraps up a bit on the vibrator, ultrasonic generator things, I guess. And being that it's made of silicone, the HVAC tape does not stick to it at all. So it's kind of friction fit in there with some high temp, you know, automotive, like regular silicone. It seems to be staying put, so hopefully it will remain that way. I thought about using magnets, but it's not magnetic because it's stainless, and just don't know. I don't know what else we could do. So we're gonna try it. It's better than nothing, I guess, and see how quickly it heats up water. I did leave the excess wire tied up in there in case, especially those thin ones, in case I need them for something later. Like, I don't know what they do. So I thought it best to not get rid of them. All right. Here goes nothing. I don't know what I expected to happen instantly. There's smoke coming out of it. That's not a good sign. It's just the silicone curing, right? So it kind of fell off, and it's definitely hot. And I think because it fell off, it had nowhere to transmit its heat to. Yeah, we gotta come up with a way to make sure it stays attached to that. I thought the heat would cure the silicone quickly, but it didn't do that. I can see where this is going though. This might be going to finding this ceramic heat element. Man, this thing must just get smoking hot when it's working, hey? Well, I've just done some math, and with this little heater, which is self-adhesive, this 20 watts, it would take 5 hours to heat this water from 68 Fahrenheit to 122 Fahrenheit, which is about where I usually set it for cleaning carbs and stuff. So if this large heater in here doesn't work, which would take about an hour, if all 100 watts are directed to the water, which they aren't because it just doesn't really fit fully. I mean, there's going to be quite a lot of efficiency lost there. That's the way I'm going to go, and then I'll just I can get a kettle for like 20 bucks at Walmart, and then just pre-boil the water, pour it in, and then this little 20 watt heater will maintain that without a problem. So that might be the solution going ahead, because I cannot find this ceramic heater for anything remotely cost effective versus the cost of a entirely new ultrasonic heater. So, I got to be careful. These things aren't that expensive. So that's where we're at. I blinked. I put the 20 watt heater in. I think 20 watts of full contact is better than 100 watts half hanging in the air, not doing anything, or more. That's probably like 60% of its area just hanging in the air. If I can't find 5 hours to heat up water to clean a lawnmower carb, there's something really wrong. This is not life or death. This is not heart surgery. This is lawnmowers, old lawnmowers. I think I can figure this out. I'll just boil water ahead of time if need be. I'll buy a cheap little kettle. It's on. It's been on for several minutes. It's not smoking, so that's a lot less alarming than the other one. This will be good enough. Really, who are we trying to impress here? I'm going to call that good enough victory for tonight. And until next time, thanks for watching. Keep it in the litter box. Cheers. Oh yeah, can already feel it warming up.